Okay, now you know all the, I've made you a killer sheet for this assignment, so I'll write there and you can use it on tests from here on out, okay? 2 terms, that's a binomial, GCF, difference of perfect squares. 3 terms, trinomial, GCF, T-chart, parentheses are down here, don't worry about that, that's for later. 4 terms, grouping, then you check that one for adopts, okay? Alright, so back to the expression. How many terms we got? We have 2. Just put 2 right there. So it's binomial GCF DOPS. Just because you make the GCF for a box does not mean you have to do something in it. It's just what needs to be running through your head. Okay. Same with the DOPS box. So remember how to do a GCF. Check the final term for a variable, and it's there, so you put X. Check the first term for the negative, it's not there. Now find the GCF of the coefficients 3 and 30. Here's 3, here's 30, so it'd be 3. So go up and divide by 3x. Cancel the x's there. 3 divided by 3 is 1. Now you got to divide the x's. X times x divided by x is x. Because x seconds, x times x. Negative 30 divided by 3 is negative 10. Now you put the GCF in parentheses, kick it over here, and cross the stupid thing out. Okay? Because adopts, if you have a coefficient of 1, get rid of it in front of the x. Now you do have a minus, but the x is not to the second. X itself is not a perfect square, so you write no, and you put the x minus 10 beside it, and you're moving on. Okay, x to the second minus 4x minus 21. That looks like 3 terms, so 3. GCF T-table. That crap I got below it, just worry about that later. Okay. No, not equals 0. These are not equations. Don't put that. Okay. Do you see a letter? No. Do you see a negative? No. Okay, 1, 4, and 21 would just be 1. Okay, so if you have 1, that's when you cross it off. Okay, now 1x you do it, a negative 1 you do it, but just a positive 1, no. Okay. A, B, C. 1 times negative 21 is negative 21. Okay. So that's a mismatch. The signs have to mismatch in these parentheses I'm trying to make. Positive, negative. They're trying to add to what our B is, which is negative 4. So start dividing. 121, nope. 21 divided by 2 is a decimal. 21 divided by 3 is 7. Add those. Does that add to negative 4? Sure does. Okay. Now the A up there, A is 1x to the power of 2. Okay. Always good to put 4. Then x to the second is x times x, and then the 1. Okay, 1 and 3 would just be in the 1 row. Now you can definitely divide these by 1, but it's really just going to keep it at the same. So you can just, if it's just going to stay the same, just cross out the 1, put x plus 3. Same thing here. X minus 7. Done. X plus 3 times x minus 7. Okay, 16x to the second power minus 9. That looks like 2 terms. So that is GCF DOPS again. It's right there for you, how to set it up. I'm not seeing the variable. That the front's positive, so GCF should be positive. 16 and 9, so 9 is here, no 16. Here's 9, no 16. 9, it'd just be 1, okay? means don't do it. So you're looking at your dots from the original expression. Got the minus. Here's 16, that's 4, 4. Now go to your x to the second. Well, it's to the second, so that's x, x on each of your 4 factors. 9, 3, 3. So we have 4x, 4x, 3, 3. Okay, so we have 4x plus 3, 4x minus 3. Okay, I had the wrong number here on this one here, the 12. Make that's supposed to be a 4, negative 4. The negative's there, negative 4. But it's a trinomial, so 3 terms. GCF T-table. Do you have a letter? No. Do you have a negative? No. Okay. The front's positive. Okay, so the GCF's positive. 15, 11, and 4. Nope. Nope. So it's just 1. Okay. A, B, C. 15 times negative 4. Negative 60. So it's another negative. That's a mismatch. So the 2 parentheses I'm trying to find will have their signs mismatching. Okay. Adding to try to get to the B, which is negative 11. 1 and 60, no. 60 divided by 2 is 30. 2 plus negative 30 is not negative 11. 60 divided by 3 is 20. 3 plus negative 20, that's still wide of negative 11. 4 and 15. 4 plus negative 15, bingo. By the way, if it's the wrong sign, you just go in and switch them, but it's not. What's your A? Your A is 15x to the second power. So you got your plus 4, you got your minus 15. Then you put x, x, and now instead of a 1, you're going to attach a 15. Okay? Okay, 15 and 4. Nope. Nope. Just in 1's row. You can divide by 1 or just keep it. You can't cross out the 15 though. It's a coefficient of 15. Cannot cross out. These are the exact same numbers, so you divide by that number. Okay? And that's going to be 1x minus 1. Okay? Take your 1 away, though, in front of the x. See, x with a 1 in front, we need to write that as x minus 1. Okay? Okay, and there you go. Okay, next problem. That's 2. That's a binomial. Okay? GCF and DOPS. This is, yeah, you got to get this right on here. Remember the GCF rules, okay? It's right here on the back. Check the final term for a variable. It's not there. Check the first term for a negative. It's there. GCF's negative. You have a negative in the front. The front's negative. GCF's negative. Can't be any different. That's all the time. So 2 and 18. There's a 2. There's an 18. And you got 2. Okay? So you're going to go up and divide by negative 2. That's 1. You are not dividing the x, so it would stay x to the second power. I'm not putting an x down there. And that's going to be negative 9 minus 9. Now parenthesize that negative 2, kick it over here. So take the 1 away in front of the x. minus x to the second is x times x, and 9 is 3 times 3. Okay? Remember again, 9, 3, 3. So xx, 3, 3. Put it alongside your negative 2. Okay, 4x to the second power minus 28x plus 48. Okay, that is a trinomial. There are 3 terms. So GCF, and then the old T-chart. No letter, front's positive, 4, 28, and 48. So 4, there's 28, there's 48. Nice, I can do 4. Okay, so now you go divide by 4. So that's 1. You're not dividing the x to the second by an x, so it stays x to the second. Negative 7, you're not dividing the x, it stays x. And then positive 12 constant. So you take that 4, get it the heck out of here, and then ABC comes from here. So 1 times 12 is 12, positive, so now it's a match. Put a negative, just put 2 signs that match, okay? Don't say but, okay? You're adding to try to get to negative 7, which is your b. You're always adding to the b. So 12 divided by 1 is 12, that's negative 13. That's negative 8. Close doesn't count. It's got to be exact. Your negative 8 is still wide of negative 7. When I say wide, it means it's too high. It's negative 3 and 4. Boom. Okay. Negative 3 plus negative 4 is negative 7. Now, your A. This ain't your A. That's why you got to do the ABC from here, okay? Not the original problem, because you divided the original problem. So A is 1x to the second. See, I took care of that 4 here. A is 1x to the second. Put your minus 3 or minus 4. So xx, and then 1, 1. 1 and 3 is just in the 1 row. You can divide by 1 if it makes you feel better, but really it's already in simplest form. It's just going to be. And that goes for here too, okay? You can divide those by 1, fine. It's just going to stay the same. Alright, last 2. X to the third minus 7. This needs to be to the second. I forgot that. X to the third minus 7x second minus 9x plus 63. That's 4 terms, okay? Just put a 4. It's called a quadnomial. You do your grouping, then you check that big parentheses for adopts. It's all right there for you. Okay, grouping. Then the lines outside. Then the little parentheses, big parentheses. If you don't want to draw that line, you don't have to. Okay, if you just want to go here, that's fine. If that helps. Okay. There is no sign between them though. Okay. Then you check the big one for adopts, because it probably could be 1. So we put the 1x to the third with the negative 7x as second, then your negative 9x with your 63. GCF, you're using the same rules. Check the final term in here for a variable. It's there, and not only is it there, it's to the second power. Check the first term for the negative. Nope. 1 and 7 would just be 1. Okay, put the 1. Grouping, you got to have something out here, okay? Even if it's 1. But that's a 1x second, so I do that even on a normal problem, on a 3 or 2 term. Okay, do you have x? No. Check the front of that expression's negative, so you need to put negative or this is going to be a train wreck. 9 and 63, so here's 9, here's 63, so it would be 9, okay? So you're dividing up here by 1x second, and you're dividing up here by negative 9. So that's 1, cancel the x's. X third divided by x second. Here's how that works, okay? Just line them up like that if you're not sure. So it's x. Then minus 7. And that's the same thing. 1x, positive divided by negative is a negative, minus 7. So you put that 1x minus 7 in the little parentheses. And you put the 1x to the second power and your negative 9 in the second. So that 1x minus 7, I'll take the 1's off these at this point. Then x second minus 9. Okay, x to second's x times x. 9 is 3 times 3. Okay, line them up and it's factored. Okay, last problem. 9x to the second power minus 3x minus 30. Okay, so these are not equations you're solving, okay? You're putting it into the parentheses. That's 3, okay? So 3 terms back to the GCF. And then the old table. No negative, or no x, excuse me. No negative, 9, 3, and 30. There's 3, 9, oh, excuse me, I'm 3, 9, 30, it'd be 3, okay? Just a 3 though, a naked 3. Okay, so divide by 3. 9 divided by 3 is 3. Now you're not dividing the x second by anything, it just stays. Negative 3 divided by 3 is negative 1. You're not dividing by the x by anything, it stays. Negative 3 divided by 3 is negative 10. Okay, so you wrap up the GCF and kick it over here. 3 times negative 10 is negative 30, and that's a mismatch. So it's a positive times a negative, and you got to add the positive and the negative to try to come up to negative 1. Start dividing 1 and 30, not even close. Okay, what's 30 divided by 2? What's half of 30? It's 15. Add those, no. You're still way too high to get to 1. 30 divided by 3 is 10. Nope. 30 divided by 4, decimal. 30 divided by 5, boom, 6. Okay. What's 5 plus negative 6? I think that's on the money. Negative 1. Remember, if it's the wrong sign, you go back and just flip them opposite. But what's your A? It ain't 9. I divided that. It's 3x to the second. It's whatever the x to the second ended up with in front of it. So 3. Okay. So you put in your plus 5 and your minus 6. Okay, x, and then 3 and 3. 3 and 5, 3 and 5 only show up in the first row, so you can divide by 1 if you want. It really just stays the same, okay? 3 and 6 are in the third row. Divide by 3, 1x minus 2. I prefer you take that 1 off the front of the x, please. X minus 2. Okay, there you have it.